Bomb Squad Radio. I'm standing here with Tiffany Harris. In the second act, the curtain opens, and I'm going to tell you that she lights it up with something very spectacular. It's a sequence. It's a dream sequence, and that's all I'm going to say because you have to go see the play. That's all I'm going to say because you have to go see the play. When you received those particular sides and you were reading it, what did you feel anything, or did you automatically, did it jump off the page at you, or did you build it into what you delivered on the stage tonight?
As an African American woman, it definitely jumped out at me. Being raised by a single mother jumped out at me for sure. It took me back to the history of my people, and how those occurrences have their ramifications on how we live and act and behave towards one another and within society today, and how society is imposed upon us in different ways with the welfare and the benefits, where I've seen people quit jobs because they make too much money and will be cut from their benefits, and that's a sure thing, and you don't know if you'll keep your job long enough. So for me, it was definitely something powerful and necessary in the Black community, and something that needs to be spread across the country, and not just in Las Vegas. It definitely needs to go further. But it's a very powerful piece, and I guess that's what I can say about it. We don't want to give too much away, I guess.
Right. How did you feel delivering that? Because all I said after it was over was, So how did you feel delivering that? Did you feel energy from the ancestors? What did you feel? Did you feel the connection?
I felt a range of emotions. As a Black woman, especially a darker pigment than most Black women, especially, I felt empowered because usually, and I even felt good about wearing my natural hair. That was on purpose because I was gonna have it wrapped up where you couldn't see it, but I always have my hair pressed. My hair is long, but I never use it in its natural form, and I felt empowered on that stage, and I felt wise. I was supposed to be an ancestor, an apparition from the past, but a knowledgeable person. I'm only 23 years old, so I didn't want to sound like a young woman. I wanted to sound like a blast from the past and be influential in that moment. But while I was up there, I felt sassy. I felt the pain. I felt the hurt. I felt, the disappointment, because we have to have this social consciousness awakening. We have to tell ourselves that we can do it and not be pigeonholed into certain situations like we are and can be and have been for years. So, up there, I ran the gamut. I almost cried, I laughed, I hurt, I felt it all up there.
What was powerful to me was the connection, because often society has made it so that there's a disconnect between light skin and dark skin people, and we're actually all one people. So as you coming back as the ancestor, and I can't really say it because I want people to see the play, but you coming back, and then the juxtaposition of who you were coming back to speak to is really powerful, and it like smacked me in my face, and I'm like, wow. And then for that particular incarnation to take what you say and run with it, and you not to, as the person, as the ancestor, not to have bias towards that person. Let's speak to that just a little bit without giving too much of the play away.
Definitely colorism is still, gosh, even being so young, you can hear, oh, you're acting light skinned, oh, oh, dark skinned girls are bitter, they're evil and they're mean. And it meant so much in the next scene for the girl to say, that ancestor was beautiful, and acknowledge that beauty in her natural hair, in her skin tone, with the words she's saying. Like, it's a very powerful, person. No matter what you look like, we as Black people have to become more unified. We cannot have our own biases that will separate us. Before we even get to systematic prejudice, we as a people have to come together. And so I don't know how much I can say to it.
Okay. This is just your opinion. From but not giving away the play, but going your top 5 goals or aspirations that black folks need to do to bring us into what you're speaking about?
Okay, top 5 things. I would say, and every person is different, but I would start with faith. We definitely have to, as black people, have faith in God, have faith in something, have faith in yourself. I am a Christian, and I am a believer of the Bible and Jesus. So I would start off by making him first in your life and letting him order your steps and finding out what that looks like for you. Not necessarily religion, because you may feel like you're not doing it right, but having a connection and a relationship with our Father God. I would say that would be one. Um, I would say love. No matter what someone's color is, no matter what, their gender orientation, their sexual orientation, all these other things, I would say love is the bottom line and treat people with respect. Um, Not living in fear, because I feel like that fear stops you before failure does. Sometimes you can stop yourself before you try, and if you don't jump out there, you can't win. Um, let's see.
Two left. Oh, those three were so good.
I know.
Those three were. Let me bring the mic back. Those three were so good. And you only got two left. You want to start? You want to start with three? The top three?
No, I want to. Okay, so as a black woman, I would say find your voice and use it. I've been silenced for many years. Been told that I'm dumb. This, and I have a college degree, but people. I'll just say people would say, "Oh, you're acting blonde. You're having a blonde moment," because sometimes you can't find the words to say, or you feel like you can't say it the way you want, and don't let people curse your life. Don't let people curse your life. So um, find your voice and use it. Whatever that looks like and however it manifests itself. Don't let anyone silence you, especially when you're talking about something that you know is important. And be consistent. You know, if you have a goal, stick to it. Have a plan. Make a plan and work your plan. Be consistent. I would say those are my 5 things.
And that's where we're gonna leave it. Just incredible. Just incredible. It's the youth. The youth are the future. Excuse me. The young adults are the future, not the youth. But the youth is the future. But the young adults are gonna press and lead the way. So stay tuned. Bomb Squad Radio.